Hi, I'm Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and today we are making an epic Russian wedge salad. This salad was inspired by one that I had when I was out in LA earlier this summer, and I decided to do my own spin on it when I got back home to Atlanta. It's got crisp iceberg lettuce, savory roasted beets and pickled onions, crunchy rye croutons and vegan bacon bits, and you top it all off with creamy, homemade vegan Russian dressing. I can't wait for you to try it. First, get the beets and rye croutons into the oven. In a large bowl, combine diced beets with olive oil, garlic powder, and salt. Toss the beets to coat them really well. Transfer them to 1/2 of a lined sheet pan, then bake at 400 for 20 minutes. Now cube up some rye bread. I'm using dark rye here, as you can see, but regular rye is also fine. I've done it both ways in testing and both are delicious. You can also use sliced or unsliced bread. Sliced bread will just cook up a little bit faster because those slices that the bread machine makes are usually a bit thinner than what you would be able to do on your own. Toss the bread cubes together with olive oil, salt, and garlic powder, and when the beets come out of the oven, add the bread cubes to the other half of the baking pan. Spread those out in a single layer and then bake for 10 to 15 more minutes. While all of that bakes, let's pickle those onions. Stuff a mason jar with thinly sliced red onion. Now let's make the brine. Combine apple cider vinegar, water, salt, and sugar. Bring that to a boil just until all the sugar is dissolved, then pour the hot brine over the onion pieces. Set those aside while you make the quick Russian dressing. In a medium bowl, combine vegan mayo and ketchup, dairy-free prepared horseradish, onion powder, and vegan Worcestershire sauce. Whisk that together until it's nice and creamy. Real quick, let's talk about the horseradish and the Worcestershire sauce because those aren't always vegan, so I wanna talk you through kind of what to look out for. When you're getting prepared horseradish, the one that you want should just contain horseradish, vinegar, and salt. You don't want it to contain like mayo or any other kind of dairy. Sometimes prepared horseradishes will, but the kind that doesn't is what you're looking for. Sometimes you'll be able to find beet horseradish, which is pretty much the same thing, but it uses a little bit of beet juice for color. It's a little bit sweeter from the beet juice, and if that's the only thing you can find, totally go for it. It'll give your dressing a little bit more color, and that's not a problem at all. For the Worcestershire sauce, don't worry about splashing out on an expensive bottle of vegan Worcestershire. I'm gonna tell you a vegan secret. The thing that makes most Worcestershire sauces not vegan is anchovies, and anchovies are not cheap. And so the store brands and like bargain brands often will just leave out the anchovies and add extra salt to save money. Those brands are usually vegan. So when you're shopping, just check the ingredients for anchovies and I can almost guarantee that you'll be able to find a cheap brand that's vegan. Now it's time to build that wedge, y'all. Grab a head of iceberg lettuce and slice off the tough bottom. Then cut that head of lettuce into 4 big wedges. To make one salad, put the wedge on a plate, then pile on the roasted beets and the rye croutons, then drizzle on plenty of that vegan Russian dressing. Scatter on those savory pickled onions that you made, then sprinkle on plenty of crunchy vegan bacon bits. So like Worcestershire sauce, it's actually very easy to find vegan bacon bits. Bakos and a lot of store brands of bacon bits are actually already pig-free, so just check those ingredients. I hope that this video answered all of your questions about how to make this Russian wedge salad. If you have any questions I didn't address, feel free to drop a comment. I'm always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!